Hey everybody, it is Professor Hetch, and I am talking about the thematic analysis essay. So let's look at that assignment. I'm just going to read the prompt. This is in response to the book Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates. In this book, Coates touches on several themes throughout the book. Among others, he writes about Black bodies, plunder / disembodiment / violence. These are all the same thing, violence toward Black people. Or all people of color, really, but he's talking specifically about his community. Fear, family, education, identity, the Mecca, atheism, the myth of race, the dangers of myth, and others to boot, I am sure. I'm sure there's several that you could identify that are not listed here. You get the idea, though. Quite a few themes he touches on throughout this book. Please write an exploration / analysis of one of the themes listed above, or if you can identify another theme you'd rather write about, that's great. Run it by me, but I'm sure I'll say yes. How does Coates reinforce the idea of this theme in his text? Do you agree or disagree with his take on your chosen theme? Why? Would you describe his worldview as cynical or realistic? Why? Support all claims with evidence from the text of his book, as well as from at least one of the other texts we've discussed up to this point in the quarter. While working on this assignment, please feel free to use the APA 7th edition student paper template, which I put in there literally. I don't think I talked about this in the video for the last essay because I hadn't yet even included the link in there, even though I intended to. This is just a APA formatted essay template. Look, you put the title right there, title of paper, or if there's a really long title, then that, and then your student name, and then the date the assignment's due, and then the rest of that's all there. And like you do that crap again, start typing your essay there. There's section headers. If you really want to use them, you do not have to use them, but look, they're there for you. A references page is there for you, along with a sample listing. I'm pretty amazing. I don't know if that's the right takeaway from this, but anyway, I'm pretty impressed with myself. So yeah, I mostly though, I hate picking points off of student essays because of stupid shit like formatting problems. So just use this. That'll make your life so much easier. Download it, open it up, import it into Google Docs if you use Google Docs, whatever. It'll make your life easier. Requirements for this essay: it is 1,000 to 1,500 words, plus a cover page and a references page, which again, right there in that template, pretty badass. Answer all of the questions asked in the paragraph above, which would be these questions right here. Answer all those questions, please. No block quotes. Way too short an essay for any block quote nonsense. Minimum of 2 sources. You have to quote from Coates, and you have to quote from someone else that we've read this far in the semester. This is due November 19th. So at this point in the semester, I am guessing you have read, well, definitely you've read James Baldwin. You've definitely read Vincent Ruggiero. You have watched the documentary 13th, which you are allowed to quote from. I consider that a text as well. Even though it's a movie, never mind. And probably at this point, you're reading a little bit of Michelle Alexander. So if something you're reading in there can be kind of linked to Coates, then by all means do that. You get the idea. Strict adherence to APA formatting. I don't write this down for whatever reason, but standard college level spelling, grammar, punctuation. And again, if that's not your strong suit, then take advantage of spell check and Grammarly and all the other tools. The Writing Center is an amazing resource. Get someone at home to read a copy of your essay and just see where they can find anything that might need to be tweaked or fixed. And then I'll let you read the successful paper. We'll do the following part. No block quotes again, and no judgments. Yeah, so that's the whole thing. That's the whole prompt. I'm going to quit sharing my screen. Choose a theme. How does Coates talk about it? Do you agree or disagree with his take on this theme, and why? And do you think his worldview is cynical or realistic, and why? And by the way, there is healthy room for discussion about his worldview being either cynical or realistic. And please don't write an answer that is something along the lines of, well, his worldview is realistic because it's so cynical. That's a cop-out. Even if you really genuinely believe that in your bones, don't write that. Choose one and defend that statement. I had someone do that just this last semester, and I mean, I let it slide, but it annoyed me. Don't do that. That's lame. That's lame. Don't do that. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I'm asking you to do. It's pretty simple stuff. And I'm going to cut this video short here. We've talked about Coates at this point in the semester. Probably a lot. I hope a lot. If not, something went wrong. And I'm going to record another video for the outline and how I would go about organizing the outline. So that'll be helpful too. But for this one, I will just sign off by saying, as always, text me on Remind 24/7 if you have any questions whatsoever, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Sound good? Awesome. Talk to you in the next video.